It's that time once again, the Gospel Praise Mixdown. Welcome to the Gospel Praise Mixdown with your host, DGoTt. Who's on the line?
This is David Bratton. He'll be there every praise. You know who it is.
My brother, David Bratton. How are you feeling this evening?
Man, it's an honor to be on with you, and I'm doing great. God's been amazing, and we flying high, so here we go.
Here we go. So let me tell you, the pleasure is all mine, man, and I want to welcome you to the show. But first, before we even get into interviewing you, I would just like to say, man, congratulations to having the number one song in the nation.
Yo, thank you, man. That thing, my wife calls it the little song that could. It just keeps coming back no matter what. It's showing up all kinds of places.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it was definitely, man, a good connection, man. You hooking up with my bishop, Bishop Hezekiah Walker. We love him, man. And you guys did a fantastic job. The musicians did a fantastic job. But how does it feel? How does it feel? I need to know, how are you feeling knowing that you had the number one song in the nation? How does that feel, Dave?
Listen, you have to know, first of all, that it was definitely the grace and the mercy of God that allowed a song, because this kind of marketing that happened with Bishop Walker with Every Praise is in 60 countries, 120 languages. It's been sung to the Pope. It's been sung 5,000 voice choir in Japan. And you got to stay humble, because at the end of the day, only God can do this kind of marketing, And there are places in India that don't have Bibles, but they sing Every Praise. Yeah, so it's a special feeling, man, and I'm grateful to God every day, because I know that I've never seen a marketing machine like a God marketing machine.
You're so right about that, man. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So we're going to get into your single that's out right now. He'll Be There. Now, I'm listening to it, and I'm loving it, and the listeners are also loving it. So how do you feel about that?
It's a blessing, man. So that song, it actually came about, and I used it. It kind of brought me through. That song kind of sung me through prostate cancer surgery.
Wow.
And it's so interesting, because I'm going in for treatment and they're playing my music. And, when I tell you, I needed to hear that song, and it just helped me walk through so many difficult seasons. It's amazing when God gives you a song that you can sing to yourself.
Right.
And then he lets you sing it with one of your best friends, Margaret Brown Clark. She went to high school with my wife, and she's been friends of our family for over 30 years, beyond 30 years.
Wow.
So it was like old friends getting together, and she just kind of encouraged my heart. And I'm grateful to God, man. It's been amazing.
Yeah, to God be the glory, man. She's like one of my favorites also. Yeah. So, man, we definitely gonna hold you up in prayer like we always do.
Thank you so much.
And, we thank God, man. We give him all the glory, because he is a healer,
All day.
All day.
Nothing but the grace of God,
He takes no time off, huh?
Yeah, man, when I came through surgery, the doctor was like, "This is the most perfect surgery I've ever seen."
Wow.
I said, well, that surgery's name is Jesus.
Wow,
So,
man.
and God has just been elevating me and taking me to places and, blessing me to just kind of spread the message. And I talk to guys everywhere and tell them, if your PSA is over 4.0, go see your urologist.
Right.
4.0 is the number.
That's the number.
So we talking to our brothers and, just kind of encouraging everybody to, be on top of our health. But it's the grace of God, man. I'm grateful.
Yeah. So now that I have you here on the line, Elder David Bratton, can you tell the listeners a little something about yourself?
Absolutely. So I'm born and raised in California. I grew up listening to Sly Stone. He used to come sing at the church where I grew up at. He used to come sing on Sunday nights and sing Amazing Grace.
Man, wow.
And it was him, and then it was Confunction. The guys from Confunction went to my church, right? Her is from my hometown. E40 is from my hometown. And so there was a preacher when I was 5 years old, and he said to me, I don't know what he was talking about, but he said, "You got a preacher's head. You're going to be somebody great in ministry." And I was like, okay, what is a preacher's head? So Years later, when I became a choir director at Benedict College, I started traveling. I took the choir to his church, and I said, "Is this what you had in mind, sir?" He said, "Yes, and there's more to come." So, you know, yeah. I'm born and raised in California. Most people don't know that.
Well, you're doing your thing, man. So who inspired you? Okay, who inspired you? Who inspired you, man? Come on, let's talk about it.
Yeah, so I was around Edwin and Walter Hawkins for years. As a kid, they used to have this conference, and I would go to this conference, and at this, you know, I'm not really realizing how big it is, but at this conference, you had Danny Bell Hall, you had Tremaine Hawkins, you had Maurice White, you had Sylvester, you had Tony, you had like all of these people hanging around Love Center Church, and they were all like iconic singers across the world.
Yeah.
You know, Yvette Flunder, I mean, and the list goes on. And so Edwin was a great friend of mine for years. Another guy named Steve Roberts, who wrote Nobody But Jesus, which was sung by Daryl Coley. Another cat named Aaron Anderson. These are all Bay Area legends. And my sister used to take me from rehearsal to rehearsal to hear these musicians. And I was just stand behind them and watch. And then they would they knew me as a drummer. They say, "You need to get off the drums and get on the piano." And it was Steve Roberts called me in the afternoon to come play at the church. I had my drumsticks. I get there. He says, "No, I don't need you to play drums. I need you to play piano." And I was like, "Well, I don't know this song." He says, "So what?" He said, "I'm going to play this chord. You're going to sit down and play this chord because I got to get up and direct the choir." So he showed me this chord. I sat down and played piano and played the chord while he got up and directed. And that pushed me into getting into ministry from the piano side. And Timothy Wright was the one who grabbed me in college and said, "Come go with me. It's time for you to, get involved in music ministry." And Timothy Wright ushered me into gospel music.
Wow, man, you were just hanging around all of that oil, man, and anointing.
Yeah.
It just rubbed off on you, man. You couldn't get away from it.
Man, it was everywhere. And I used to think Edwin and Walter were just big in our hometown until I went away to college, and I see their music around the world. I was like, "Oh, shoot, they're huge everywhere." Confunction's huge everywhere.
Yeah.
Sly Stone is huge everywhere. I just thought they were the neighborhood because they sang at the county fair.
Man, Sly was one of my favorites coming up, man, at 6 years old.
Yeah, man. He rehearsed down the block from my house at this school. And I just figured they were super talented, but I didn't know that their music was worldwide. Who knew?
Yeah, so was yours.
Yeah, thank you. Come on, sir. That'll preach right there. Come on, let's go.
Hallelujah. Yeah, I did this single, man, called Help Me to Pray. And the bass line is definitely inspired from Sly Stone, If You Want Me to Stay. Yeah, man.
Wow.
I got to send it to you. I got to send it to you so you can check it out.
I can't wait to hear it. Yeah, that's family.
That's family right there, man. So what are you guys currently working on? Because you're playing the single, he'll be there. So what else you doing? I know you're busy.
Absolutely. I'm actually also a professor at Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. Mm-hmm. And I'm a professor there. I am the director of choirs, and I teach music history. Mm-hmm. And I've been getting young people in school. The last couple of months, I gave out over $50,000 in scholarships to kids to get them into school. And then I'm doing music, the David Bratton experience, just kind of talking about ministry and doing music at the same time. My goal is to do events where, like, the first event will focus on music, the second one will focus on prayer, and the third one will focus on the word. I'll be present at all of them.
Wow, so fantastic.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely keep me posted for sure, man.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to keep you too long. So how can our listeners keep up with you on social media and download your music?
Absolutely. You can find me on The David Bratton, on Instagram, on Facebook, on all social media platforms. Just look for The David Bratton or J. David Bratton, and they can actually find me on all those platforms. And the music is there as well. He'll Be There is on all music platforms. And just grab it and download it and play it for your family. It'll be a source of encouragement to anybody who's going through something and just needs to hear an encouraging word.
We definitely going to put it in rotation.
Thank you.
With the networks that I'm working with. Yeah, for sure, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That's an honor.
The pleasure's all mine. We family and we run into each other all the time.
Absolutely.
But you know what? You know, we never really get a chance to sit down and talk because so much be going on.
We're going to have to stop and just kind of carve out a couple of hours and do what we do.
Yeah, man, because you shared a lot of stuff with me, man. And you know, we appreciate you, really.
Yo, thank you. Thank you. It's been an honor. And I'm so grateful to Bishop Hezekiah Walker. Just putting me on and giving me opportunities. He keeps pushing me and, you know, pushing me to do different things and be involved in different things. I worked with him when I got to seminary. I said, hey, Bishop, you want to come to seminary? And he came. And then we were able to start the Hezekiah Walker Center for Gospel Music.
How about that?
Which is exploded into the Hall of Fame. And so, you know, you never know how God is going to use relationships, you know, but I'm grateful. He's been a friend for over 40 years and I'm grateful.
So before you go, can you just give some encouraging words to an up-and-coming gospel indie artist?
Absolutely. You know, I've been pretty much independent for most of the time that I've been in gospel music. But I've learned that relationships with people is how God opens up opportunities. You know, I didn't get an opportunity with Bishop Walker because I was super talented. The opportunity came because I had played for him, traveled with him, and I went to a rehearsal and he said, hey, Dave, you can teach a song. You know, that was relationship. You know, so go different places, teach your songs, you know, get them copywritten, but then sing them in church. Every praise was sung from the end of 2008 and was recorded 3 or 4 times and never saw the light of day until Bishop Walker recorded it. And then it went around the world, you know, but it had already been sung in Italy. It had already been sung in Hungary. It had already been sung in Japan. It had already been sung in China. And when Bishop Walker put it out, all these people navigated and gravitated towards it. But it was because of relationship, you know. So go meet with, don't just sit at home and say, hey, you know, I got this song. No, get out and let it be heard in church because you never know who's going to hear it and say, that song inspired me. How can I help you? It's all relationships, man. So, you know, continue to work together and just be able to connect with people, and God's going to use those connections.
Amen. Elder David Bratton, thank you so much for sharing that with us. We appreciate it.
Bless you, man. It's an honor to be with you, and you know you can call me anytime.
Okay, we'll talk real soon.
Absolutely, man. I'm looking forward.
All right, God bless.
Bless you, man. This is David Bratton, and I just want to let you know that I have a message for you. This song says he'll be there. I just want you to know that God will be with you through storms, through trials, through circumstances. No matter what you're facing, give it over to the Lord because he'll be there and he will walk you through and you'll come out with victory. Let somebody know he'll be there, featuring Margaret Brown Clark.
Be not dismayed. Whatever betide, God will take care of you. Through storms and through trials, yes, God. I know that God will stand by my side. Come on, why don't you trust and believe? God will. Come on, everybody, say he'll be there. I've seen him do it too many times. He's never left me alone. Yeah. He's able to work a miracle for you. Yes, God. Let's do a verse. He is there through storm clouds, and he is there when you hurt, and even when you feel there's no way through. Come on, Mara, speak a word.
Oh, my God shall supply.
He'll supply your needs. Anybody believe it?
All that you need.
If you trust.
If you trust.
Trust in faith. And believe. Come on, church, he'll be there. You can't make me doubt him. No. He'll be there. I know too much about him. Come on, say it. I know. He's able. Yes, he's able.
take care.
Come on, Mo, tell us about our God.
In him, there's no failure.
Uh-huh.
He's my hope and my peace.
Yes, God. Come on.
And he is my joy in time of storm, time of storm. And where would I be
If it wasn't for your grace,
your grace and mercy?
and by his stripes,
By his stripes,
by his stripes,
oh, we are healed. Yes.
no matter what the storm may bring,
Storms rise.
if you look to God, he can see what you need.
Oh, he can.
He's able.
Able.
Yes, he's able.
Yes. God will take care.
Somebody just lift your hands
Oh,
if you know that God
I know.
can walk you through every
I
storm,
lift my
every trial, every obstacle, no matter what it looks like,
No matter.
no matter what it seems like.
Oh, God will take
Come on.
care.
Say he's there. Have you seen him do it?
Yes, I've seen it.
He's still standing.
Still standing.
He's still moving.
Still moving.
He's still speaking.
Still speaking.
He's right there.
Right there.
God will.
Oh, God will take care.
God will take care.
Oh,
Trust him.
yes.
God will meet you there.
Yes, he will. God
He will answer your
will.
prayer and take care of you. Why don't you lift your hands if you believe that God will take care of you?
Yes, Lord.